Hey guys, I'm doing my little like I'm getting set up for a read. So I just wanted to share my background, whatever I'm doing here. Really, you know what it is, guys? I was like, you know what? Every time I get online, I do my reads. I don't always, but I'm always online, but I'm not always live. I am always live, but I'm not live in the YouTube live. I'm live on Twitter, but I basically what I'm trying to say is I haven't gone live in like a little while. A couple of months. And when there's no shows in the morning, I just make sure I schedule one or whatever. Or I feature somebody. I don't know, whatever. But I just want to say hello to you guys. I want to wish you guys a very Yep, today's good. Yes, it started. Happy holidays. All right, so we're gonna put it because some people only celebrate one holiday. But yeah. Is there anything else I wanted to address with you guys? I have very heightened senses right now. So I'm about to do, who am I doing? I'm about to do, who am I doing? Capricorn and Cancer. The thing with that is I just did a Capricorn Cancer read, right? And obviously they blocked my channel, but to me, Cancer never gets a lot of views anyway, unless there's something weird going on or whatever. I don't know. To be honest with you guys, I don't even look at these signs for the most part. And I still now, I don't even realize, I don't know who you are, right? I don't know who you are. When I do these reads, I go by text, right? You're going to see my little whatever I put in the middle of my reads, right? You'll see me say things or give examples of things like that. So I really don't know who I'm reading about, but apparently I'm triggering some folk. But one of the reasons why I'm here at 155, I want to address something. So this is the thing. I feel like this has been going on for a little while for me, right? I know this is a real case. The whole world knows this is a real case, but then we have the state of Connecticut. They're still trying to cover stuff up and act like they're not acting like it didn't happen. They are well aware. I mean, I've gotten letters and stuff like that, right? But I feel like there are people who want to cover stuff up. Whatever you try and cover up, I'm just here to tell you, right? I'm here to tell you it's not going to be covered up. Everything you do is going to come out. Why? Because you let it build up to this. And it's not even me giving the information out, right? I'm just telling you what I see there. If it triggers you and you somehow get caught, that's not my problem. And I don't care how you feel. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. And I don't care. I don't. It is what it is. And I damn sure don't care about folks who tried to come for me when I didn't do anything to them. What do I mean by that, Denise Wilkins? People like her. Right? So that's why I'm on a mission. You are going to do something about that doggone girl. All right? I mean, this girl, guys, and I've told you this story before. She has, got a new boyfriend and went and canceled the ex-girlfriend's registration. Then she's at work canceling people's, you call down to the payroll because where at the state, if you pay for your car insurance, it comes out of your paycheck. So she, Denise Wilkins, will call down to Ingrid in payroll. I heard Ingrid got fired. I don't know. But if I see Ingrid, she already know what it is. I ain't going to touch you, but you're going to get a curse out that you're going to have to drive away from. All right? You're going to be shook by the time I'm done with you. When I tell you, honey, I'm going to curse that ass out like a gay man, honey, and I love them too. Don't play with me. All right? And you know they curse a specific way. They could tell you, child, listen, I love them. I do. But that's all this is about. So I have some energy. I just wanted to share those thoughts with you. If anybody's wondering, like, oh, why is she getting at the state of Connecticut? Because they stole my identity. And then you got Ned Lamont, and I'm not trying to be funny. I see where there's something being done in the background, but I see some stuff. I'm going to let it go. But in terms of my situation, I expect to hear from you, sir. And let's put it this way. I expect to hear from you. And until I hear from you, every employee, right, who did some shit and I got proof of it, they're going to be online. And I'm not even done with the half. I am the employee where they sent the over 75 emails that was set up by the church, right? Because we already know my mother had something to do with that. That's why not too long after I appeared at court in Stamford, there was this big investigation that was being done at the Wethersfield DMV. It had to do with Anthony. Who was there? It was Anthony, Arthur, Denise Wilkins, Marcella Muhammad, like all these employees. The state of Connecticut has had, like they have a department there that I was in. It's the driver's department. Yeah, they have like 3-4 years worth of dead folks from Florida in that drawer, and nobody canceled their licenses. I wonder why. So if you want to play with me, feel free. But Denise Wilkins, honey, I'm gonna serve you notice. You about to be part of the news ring. You and your stink ass, your stink, nasty, disgusting attitude. I wouldn't hire you to clean up my dog shit. I wouldn't hire you at all. I think you're nasty. And the only reason why she's there is because I believe her aunt works there. She has a history of doing really nasty stuff to people. They know it. They cover it up. The girl clearly got issues. Every single time she gets in trouble, she'll do some like go down in the stairwell and have an asthma attack. I don't give no fucks about your asthma attack. You could pass the fuck out for all I care. Especially after this that you did. And the thing is, it's a trend because she did it to the other girl, and that's why she was under some sort of suspension. Now, that takes us to unions. I have a big concern about that. I understand as a business owner, like when I expand my business, I understand why people are fighting not to have unions on the inside. There's no common ground, all right? You want to come in my company, right? You want to leave pieces of shit like Denise in a certain place and tell me, oh, you can't we're going to let her sit there and run out all the good employees. We're going to let people like her sit there and run out all the younger college graduates. I don't need that kind of energy in my company. So that's why somebody needs to do some negotiating with these unions. And the thing is, I'm all for the union. I am. God knows I was part of one. I'm still getting letters from these people. Honey, when I get through, I'm going to tell you. But this is my thing. As a business owner, when I expand my business, I can't tell you that I wouldn't fight against unions. Why? You guys have to understand, I'm a child of this American workforce. All right. So I can tell you about unions. I can tell you about not having a union. Are employees happier when they don't have a union? It depends on the way you grew up. Me, I grew up, and I believe my mother, she is a lazy piece of shit. My father, he was, I believe, in the union with the state of Connecticut. He's a great, I guess when I don't know what all they was doing when they were younger. But my father, my father's a dedicated. My father and I have the same work ethic, right? So we go there, we bust our asses, and we go home. While you got Janetta Beasley and her lazy ass kids that sleep in the bed and collect whatever lies they got collecting benefits in the mail. So you have two different. So my thing is, being that I take on my father's ways, right? And I'm not the type of person, you're not just going to give me a dime of money for nothing. I feel like I need, especially like I want to feel like I earned it, right? Because I worked hard for it. But then you have people, bottom feeders and bed wenches like Janetta Beasley, who will lay on her ass and then let her son collect whatever he was collecting. Now, y'all know that boy ain't got good sense, and I know she's shame, and I'm happy you shame, honey. Ciao. See, I like this because I could just talk. I ain't got to stick to no kind of code because I'm really talking about myself, which you guys are more than welcome to listen. Some will, but you know they're going to try and hide this video, but I got something for y'all too. Ooh, child, do I got something for y'all, but you hide in my videos. See, you can't do that no more. You ain't going to be able to do that. And I know that's going to make you sick to your stomach, Janetta, but you can't hide me anymore. Whatever you did, because like I said, I talked to her. I said, is there any pictures of you pregnant with me? She said, yeah, there was one down south. It was so specific. I was like, one down south that I ain't never seen. We don't know which baby you was pregnant with because one of your babies disappeared somewhere. That's what you don't want to come out. So you told some dude you was knocked up and pregnant. Maybe you were. I don't know what happened to that baby, but I know you then had to go snatch one to replace it. Or whatever happened. I don't know what I don't know what you did. You did something, and the state knows about it, and you shame. What they do know, and what they have confirmed, is that your son is a piece of shit. All right, that he ain't worked in 30 years, and now they know why. I couldn't understand it. I'm like, wow, man. He can do everything else. He could fix cars and all those. He's come to my house. Everything that he started fixing in my house, literally, he left it undone. And now when I look at this, I see why it was done. It was trying to make me look a certain way. I'm the one with the job. I'm the one. You got your clothes. All his stuff is upstairs at my house. And I'm the bum? Bitch, please, get the hell out of here. You done lied to these people, and you deserve every bit of the news that you getting, Janetta. You deserve it because you're a thief and you lie. You covered up for them kids. You covered up for Tiffany lying over in Cheshire, Tiffany lied and gave Ebony's name in Cheshire because the cops stopped her in an unregistered car. So she was over there seeing I shine in the jail. Yup. Then you got Calvin and them down there at the post office stealing mail with Earlene, right? Child. All of that stuff. I mean, the stuff, it's disgusting. The stuff is disgusting. They let my grandmother's house go into foreclosure. Robin and Wally, whoever she left the house to. Gee, you guys have to understand, these people were never supposed to get these things. They were never supposed to get this stuff. Never. And so Janetta did something to make things go in her favor. Then you got Todd Jackson and all the rest. This is a corrupt... let's put it this way. I must be worth a hell of a lot of money if you got all these people coming for me for what? So you bet you gonna give me my money. No, I don't give no fucks about you. I don't give no fucks about you. I don't give no fucks about Denise Wilkins and everybody else you worked with. However, I am gonna put your ass on the global news. You're already a disgrace. My senses are very heightened right now. So anybody in my way gonna catch it, especially if you did some shit. What does that mean? If I get some heavy thought about you, I'm gonna read my cards and see what it's about. Right? Because I don't like to just get up here and say anything. That's what I'm saying. Like, this is Black YouTube. You know we don't play that crap. Every single word that you say on Black YouTube. Now, YouTube, I want to say Black YouTube because I've seen a lot of effery on YouTube. Literally, there was some woman, she was doing something. I was like, is this legal? And you stopping my channel, but we already know that was at the hands of the mega freak. That mega freak that fell out on the stage, he did that. And he trying to act like he don't know. Honey, you got the right sister. Don't you know I can see everything? That's why he ain't arguing with me, because he already know what it is. There's a lot of folks here that got one more time. Feds know I'm in my house. I ain't touching you. I sit right here and pray. I said, and then you tried to interrupt that because you didn't like it. And you got the right sister. I ain't letting up off your ass. That's the point of this video. It's going to get worse. You better give me my money. You going to give Caesar what Caesar's. Ain't that what Caesar? Yeah. You going to give me my money because you stole it. You going to admit that I am alive. I already took the blood test. You about to be shamed coming out on the news, and that was the point of this whole thing. On my page, I said to you guys, I was like, you know what? I'm going to share the story about how I found out they were recording me. And I was like, it's a very intricate type of thing, so it's not something really to put in writing. Like, you would get the gist of it, but you wouldn't really understand it. We'll put it this way. Like I said, have been listening to the same YouTubers for years. I remember I got up one morning, I was going to work, and I was yelling at JJ about the housing crisis. I was listening to a video. I'm like, JJ, then I was yelling at JJ with the housing crisis. Right? And I love JJ. I watch JJ all the time. I was yelling at JJ. JJ, then I think I left a comment. I was telling him off. Right? Next thing I know, somebody said something. I said, yep, there you go. And then so that was the start of it. But I remember that day when I woke up and I was listening to JJ, because I love listening to like news in the morning. I was listening and I was yelling at the phone and I said something about, I'm going to tell the story. I said something about, I'm going to tell this story, the real story. Next thing I know, everything I guess the state of Connecticut is letting me tell my story. I think the thinking behind it, and this is what I'm getting, I don't know, maybe this is me. But the thinking, this thing is taking so long and it's been going on for so long, and it was going to take that much longer because of who was involved, right? I think once whatever they were doing, whatever millionaire was trying to find me, they found me at my job. Right? Because I told you these millionaires will come after you to do a background check before they approach you. I don't know why y'all doing that now, millionaires. Y'all done fucked up so many times not checking. I get it though. You want to check now, but you want to check with me. Child, please, sit your ass down. And whoever did that, I will never be with you because you did it the wrong way. See, you gave the other girls the opportunity to screw you over. I ain't want that. All I would want is for you to say, hey, how are you? Let me ask you some questions, right? Say hi. But instead, these people went behind my back and all this other stuff, worked with my family, and I ain't never gonna fuck with you, period. That's just how it is. I could be in love with you every day, think about you every day, but if you did some shit to me, I don't fuck with you, period. That love goes away. I don't give a This is how dudes think. I don't care. My daddy taught me. Don't get hung up on no dude. And I'm not. When I'm with you, I will do anything in the world for you. I will support you, whatever, right? But if you want to do if my first story, if your first story to me is how you went behind my back, I went to your family, well, there you go. So you already know that's over. There's no need to come up to me because the answer is no. And I could literally be in love with you. The answer is no. What you can do, though, is get these. That's just how it is. So, no, the thing is, I'm extremely, I don't bother anybody. I'm really peaceful. I do my own thing. I love my greenhouse. These people came and found me in my greenhouse. I'm reading a tarot channel. And I get that. I know that whatever millionaire this is, they could be anybody, right? Maybe they're one that listens to tarot or something like that. But I would never expect. Traditionally, if you're going to ask a woman's family to marry her, okay. But initially, I would think you don't need permission to say hi. Can they say hi to your daughter? Right? But you went and did some fuck shit, so I will never be with you. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. That's obvious. I don't care. So you messed up. And I've set the tone going forward. I said very specifically, if you're interested in me, just come to me. That's it. These people have blocked my phone calls. They've been there, whatever. You do whatever you want to do. You ain't stopping shit. It's going to get worse for you. Denise Wilkins, though. We're going to make you be part of the news. See? We're going to make you be part of the news. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to torture this bitch. I'm going to torture you. Now, I don't know if you in jail. Maybe you, I don't know. Maybe you dropped from an asthma attack. I don't know what happened to you. I really don't care what happened to you. But I'm just going to let you know right now that I'm going to drag your ass. I'm going to drag your stink ass. You stink nasty. You look like something that fell out the back of my ass, bitch. That's what you are. You're horrible looking. And not only, the thing is, your attitude is fucked up. If you're ugly, yes. I mean, she's literally, she's probably one of the most unattractive women I've ever seen in my life. And y'all know me. If you fly, I will search my soul for something beautiful about you. I can't for her. She's just ugly, on the inside and out. She's I don't know. She looks like a beast or something. I don't know. It's like she's a beast. I don't know. She's disgusting. She's disgusting. Literally, she's disgusting. I can't even, she's disgusting. I don't even know any other words. I don't know how they hired her, but I know her aunt works there. But I know if she wanted, she could bring her black ass over here so we could stop. How you want it? See, remember, I don't care how big you think you is. All right, you want riding my bitch. You want chasing me around, worried about what I'm doing because you jealous. You a mad hoe, ain't you? And if you feel like you could do something, bring your ass over here. Come over. We ain't at work. Now we in the hood. You feel like you can only do your fuck shit from behind your legal desk at DMV? Where you be canceling people's shit. And they know it. That's the thing. So that's why you getting dragged state of Connecticut. We're going to make sure your asses is in the news too. We're going to make sure you stay there. I'm reaching out to every international agency. I think it's supposed to be United Nations. It's supposed to be a global. I looked at it. It says something about New York. I actually did send them an email a while ago. So this has all been reported. It has. But you guys are going to receive links. If you have bullies at your job, report them. On my channel, you already know. And on top of that, see, we're very small right now, but there's about to be a growth happening. And I know you don't want that to happen, but it is. It is. See, the thing is, it's you have to understand, you may not share the same politics as some folks, right? But there's some common ground when it comes to media. The point is, media wants the truth to be out there. I think for such a long time, we have dealt with these mainstream news channels giving us 2 seconds of a story. The stories have been, they're bullet points. It's oh, it happened here at this time and this one was involved and this is what they're trying to do. Sounds like a complete story, but it's not. There's no way you can get a complete story about something, depending on what it is, in a little 1-minute segment. So that's why you have places like CNN. And I think, this was the extension of the panel where people would have discussions to get what is your idea? So I think that that is missing from mainstream news. I don't know. I just think that's, when I say mainstream news, I'm talking about, like the ABCs. Like in Connecticut, you who you got down there? You got like News 8. Don't get me started on that. You got News 8, like News 12, Bridgeport, places like that. Those channels, actually, they do local news, so you get a little bit more detail. But I just feel like we can have more of a discussion on a lot of the things that pop up in the news. And I think that we need to. I feel like there's nothing wrong. I don't think there's anything wrong. I should be just as attracted to having conversations about things that matter as I do about music. It's the same thing. Like, music means a lot to me. I love music. Y'all know that. I love music. It's my thing. I also feel like I need to be versed in other areas. So, I don't know. I would just love for people to be just as attracted to other things as they are to music or whatever. But that also comes with growth. So, just saying, you get those panels from me. I tweet them out. We are going to grow. My point with that, with the media thing is, like, the common ground with media is we want the message to get out there. May not have the same politics, but you're trying to stop politics on my side. Like, you're trying to stop me from having a conversation or talking about my politics. That's not going to happen. It's only going to get worse because you guys chose not to embrace certain aspects of media. So now you will. Another thing I want to address also is, I think for a very long time, we've always had celebrities, right? You have the celebrities, I guess, that you fantasize over, the heartthrobs or whoever. But then you also have these media personalities, right? So you have, like, I don't know, the big shots. You have, like, the Robin Roberts. You have, like, the Katie Courics, or I don't know, whoever else. They're also celebrities, but they're known differently, right? One thing I can say about those particular journalists is that they have shared their stories, so we know a little bit about them. We know a bit about them, right? So when we see them, we're like, oh my goodness. Now, granted, we don't know everything about them. You never will. Even in one of those celebrities that you guys fantasize about, you don't know everything about them. You don't. But they're media. My point is with that, if you're a media personality, if you're a CEO, unfortunately, it's like a double-edged sword. It's like one of those things where people are not going to buy from you if they don't know who you are, because people are so skeptical of my identity being stolen, my this, my that. You haven't access to personal information. You being friends with this one and I didn't know it and I supported your company. People want to know that now. People are very, very careful about where they're spending their money. People are being very stingy with their time, with their money. I think with their dedication, loyalty. We're not doing it anymore, right? If you got a bad reputation, we're just not. If your company's fucking with the wrong people, we ain't messing with you. That's just you need to get used to it. That's my point. You wanted my vision? That's what it is. CEOs need to get used to being public figures. And when I say public figures, you've always been, yes. But now there's more of a fascination because people want to know where their money is going. People want to know that when I donate to this children's hospital, that my money is not going to a drug factory. I want to know that when I donate to this company, that the children are getting the money and it's not going up the CEO's nose. So you may as well get used to being in the spotlight and people calling you out for your shit. Okay, this is a world that you created. You created a world where all of us are now online and some think that they're exempt. You are not. You do shit, it's going to be online. So CEOs, I'm just telling you what it is. I'm trying to advise you of where we are right now. Your companies will fail. If your companies are, what word am I looking for? I don't know, at the mercy of smaller people or a very specific group of people, and you're doing some F stuff, they're not having it anymore. So get used to being in the spotlight. People calling you out. It is what it is. All of us have to deal with it. And I think who set the tone for that? Many. You got the Jack Dorseys that set the tone for that. All right. You have Byron Allen. He set the tone for that. These are very prestigious business people. You know what I mean? We know who they are. And in a sense, they have embraced it. And I feel like a lot of CEOs have not. But you need to. You need to. Because You are a part of your brand. I will tell you that, and I really, this something I want to address, but I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I don't want to. If your CEO doesn't reflect the people, they're not having it, right? So if you have a CEO out there that doesn't care about his teeth, he doesn't care about his appearance, I don't want to do business with you, all right? You're telling me exactly what you're going to give me, right? You're telling me that there's a claim that you're not going to approve. You're telling me I'm not going to cover your teeth. Why would I do that? I'm just fine with my teeth looking like this. That's all I'm saying. Who represents your company? Does your person represent everybody? Does your company represent growth, or does it represent somebody just being stagnant, stuck? I'm not going to fix my teeth. I'm not going to brush my teeth. Not going to do anything. I'm just going to sit here and be your CEO. My teeth are just fine looking like this. Why would I approve your claim? Get some crutches. You'll be able to get some crutches. We're not going to fix it. You'll be able to walk. You can just walk with crutches for the rest of your life. So when you have people like that representing your company, it's a reflection of who you are. And it also reflects that people are unhappy with you and they are not going to do business with you. All right, my bid is up. I love you guys. I'm sorry I had to put it like that, but, I'm going to be honest with you. It's much deeper than what you see. People are not doing business with folks that don't represent who they are, represent their values. It's not going to happen. And I think you guys are starting to see that. So I think everybody better get on a good foot. But you good. As long as you've been doing good, you good, right? But if you've been doing F stuff, don't get mad when people call you out on it. It's literally that simple. I love you guys. I'm about to set up for this read. I had to change the color. The other color was really like messing with my eyes. So, or just there's certain colors that I'm color sensitive. And right now I'm extremely heightened. So there's certain colors I can't see. This actually relaxes my eyes. But I love red and I love purple. But what's this one? This other one, I couldn't take it. I was like, that's too much. What was I just using? Blue? I was like, I can't. This blue right here. I was like, I can't really. Anyway, I love you guys. Feel free to email me if you got questions and stuff or whatever. But I just want the true reality of the situation. It's like all of us are under a microscope. I didn't even know this. These people have been putting my life in jeopardy for years, and I didn't know it. They got stuff in front of my house trying to kill me. Makes you wonder why, Janetta. Did you show the feds that one picture from down south? That was very specific. That one picture from down south. Bitch, you know that wasn't me. The feds know. I don't know why they doing you these favors. I don't understand why. I don't get it. I don't know why you in jail. I don't know why Lamont is letting this be covered up. I can't understand why A.G. Tong is letting this go on with you. But then they would have to answer the questions about how Twinkie was able to get disability and not work for 30 years. They would have to explain how they let you be a bum bitch. Embezzling money through the church. Because you're a skank. You're a greedy skank and your son's a piece of shit too. Love you guys.